Hi, my name is Jorgos. I'm the guy behind the original Aikido vs. MMA real sparring video. It got a lot of attention and also led me onto a journey to actually question Aikido, to look at how it would look as a functional martial art, and also to see a lot of lacks that Aikido has and traditional martial arts too. And actually today is precisely a year since we filmed the original video, and while I don't feel I improved as much as I wished on the physical level, on the skill set level, we still decided it's a good day to come together with Tadas, do the sparring again, and to see how much things changed. And also at the end of the video, I'm also planning to share the conclusion of the whole year as a project, what I came to and what I understood. So without further ado, let's get Tadas here and get to know what his expectations are about the sparring. I'm here with Tadas again. So first of all, I can say I'm not expecting to do great myself. I haven't been training as much, and Tadas is very experienced compared to me. Obviously, hopefully, I'll do better than I did before. What are your expectations? What do you think about it?
I only expect that you stop doing Aikido things, start boxing and wrestling skills.
You know, I'll give you a kind of a spoiler. That's kind of what I'm thinking about too, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's try. I'll do my best to show somewhat Aikido, but let's see how that goes. We're gonna both wear helmets with protection, also all the proper protection so that we could go a bit harder on each other, so it wouldn't be as light as last time. So just a disclaimer so you know, we will be with full gear on. Did one round. I have some insight and I'm curious to know what Tadas.
I see a little bit better from the last year. He's trying to punch me, but those punches they connect with my head, but he's still afraid to use some force. There is still a defense fear. He's not defending and looking down or turning his head, but it looks better. He's trying to do something for me, but I want him to get some angry from him. There is need anger.
Not something I'm used to, but yes. And the takedowns, I tried. You blocked them very well though.
Because you taking down me when I'm comfort zone. I'm in position to react.
Right. Yeah, it's very different. I was training with inexperienced practitioners, and then they wouldn't know what I'm doing, so I could do it. But you catch me straight away. Well, that's the difference between experience. So let's try one more.
Yeah.
Last year, I knew I'm going to do pretty bad. I did worse than I thought. Pretty much the same happened today on a bit of a different level, but still, there's the saying that you have a plan until you get punched in the face. So that was one of those moments. And also I realized I was training with Untrained Partners, so it worked on them by far. Didn't work with others.
To compare with last year, your improvement is like 1 week of training in boxing or maybe
Right.
some wrestling. So
Yeah.
basically all year you was like reading theory. And theory with practice is different.
Well, something you said too, which was interesting. You said if I would train intensively all of what we do here for a month or 2 months, then I would do much better.
Yeah. But I think if I take you for 1 month, 2 months, one training in day and like 5 in week, after 1 month, 2 months, we can maybe equal.
Right.
Maybe equal.
It's interesting also, you kind of, what I'm planning to share at the outro of the video, at the very end as a summary, you kind of point out 2 things which were on my mind. You said that if I train what we're doing here, after a while maybe Aikido would come in by itself, that it shouldn't be the other way around.
Yeah, what I think when you get used to boxing, MMA, all those punches, maybe then you can see gap where you can use something from Aikido, because when you be comfortable in sparring, boxing, maybe you see those little gaps where you can get wrist lock, some throw, maybe leg sweep.
Right. We don't have those, but yes. So great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Just to put a final dot on here, during the last year, I invested a lot into trying to save Aikido, into trying to take the 13 years of training that I did and to bring it into MMA. But then I realized, actually, when I asked Matt Thornton, an incredible martial artist, advice for Aikido people or traditional martial artists, what to do when they start to doubt their martial art, his advice was perfectly spot on in this moment. He said, just quit it as quick as you can and go to a functional martial art if you want a functional martial art. And I realized while I was trying my best to save Aikido through that last year, I should have went the opposite way around. As Tada said, if I want to make it functional, I should train first of all functional martial arts and then at best see where Aikido comes in, but not to try to take Aikido and push it to the level of rocket science. And as last year we spoke about comparing bicycles, that bicycles are okay, they're not bad, they're good for health, but you cannot expect to win a car race. Right now I realized, sparring with Tadas in a higher level, I realized this is not car science, this is actually rocket science. And while I was trying to make a car out of my bicycle, functional martial art from Aikido, already that's almost impossible, but let's talk about rocket science. So if you want a rocket, go train rocket science, go train what's already developed rather than trying to take the scraps. And I feel it was a good process, it was good go, it was good attempt, but now it's clear that if I want to be good at this realm, in this ring, I have to train specifically that and not trying to save my identity, which I was trying to create for so many years. While I will still train a bit of Aikido as that bicycle art, which is okay, driving a bicycle as for your health, I don't think that's going to be my primary goal, especially in terms of my private training. And so what we discussed with my wife who's filming and with Tadas, we decided that I'll start training more intensively in this realm, in MMA, in kickboxing for a few months, and then in September we'll do another round and then we will see how much I improved after this training.